I love getting booed. I love getting cheered. I don't care. Just make some fucking noise. Yes. So we're gonna try something different this time. I'm gonna do a quick fire. I'm gonna get a few questions asked to me, and bang, I've got about 2 seconds to think of the answer and answer it. The thing I love about this is that, listen, I've got no filter, as you guys know. Whatever comes into my head, I'm just gonna speak it. That's why, listen, I'm not media trained. I don't need 5 days to sit down and think of an answer and write it down. What's more politically correct, if that's what it's called. Nah, I'm just gonna say whatever comes into my head. Let's fucking go. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest fighter of all time. Even though I don't like him, I actually think he's a cunt. Sorry, I know I'm going off the subject here. But listen, you know when they say in life sometimes, don't meet your idols? Floyd Mayweather was my biggest idol. I looked up to him, I loved him from when I was young and I started watching the boxing. Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. But when I met Floyd, I won't lie, he was an arrogant cunt, and me and him had a big argument. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
You can't compare me to your 130, to your 130.
Just let me tell you something. Zab Judah was fighting at 140.
Well, you know what?
I was fighting at 130.
Got over 1 million views on World Star Hip Hop. It was massive. It went viral. And listen, Floyd, I don't know about him. He's the one person that I wish I actually didn't meet because he's such an arrogant cunt. But in terms of fight IQ, boxing IQ, Floyd is the greatest of all time. There was no one as sharp or as smart as Floyd, in or outside the ring, that's been a boxer. Floyd's investments in the real estate market is unprecedented. Floyd's achievement in a boxing ring, unprecedented. Come on, Floyd's the greatest of all time. You asking me that question in itself is an offence. I'm actually offended because you can't put the two side by side. Floyd's on a totally different scale. Come on, man. I'll be undefeated but boring, and I'll tell you why. Because listen, I know you fans like to have exciting fights and you like seeing someone get hurt and someone go down in blood. This is what makes the fight game so good and so entertaining. Is when fighters are getting hit and it's a competitive fight. But for the fighters, we gotta save our brain cells. I'm not trying to impress the fans. I'm trying to make as much money as I can and leave the game in one piece, with my brain cells intact. I would rather be a boring fighter, but be undefeated than be smart. Than be one of those guys that go out there, give the fans great night. I lose so many brain cells and I become a vegetable. Because once your boxing career is done, what do they say? Yeah, he was a good fighter, he gave us good fights, but now he's a vegetable. Anyway, who's the champion right now? And they forget about you. Whether you're the boring one or the exciting one, they're gonna forget about you. Just get in there, stay safe, make as much money as you can. Speed or power? Listen, I'm more of a power kind of guy. Just because myself, I never had the speed, but I had the punching power. There's been some fights that I wouldn't have won unless I hit him with the one right hand and he got knocked out. There are many fights that I would have actually lost. My right hand is what saved me. I hit him in the right place at the right time in the chin and they was out cold. I'd rather fight in front of 10,000 fans because listen, the cheers is what creates the memory of the moment. Boxing for me is about making memories, and you see when there's fans and stuff like that, there ain't no better feeling like it when you're getting cheered or booed. I love getting booed, I love getting cheered, I don't care. Just make some fucking noise. And I remember fighting in lockdown. I fought Tyrone McKenna. I won the golden contract, and listen, there was no one there. There's about 5 of us there. Thousands watching it on the TV, but there was no atmosphere. If you're fighting in no atmosphere, it takes away the main thing because the atmosphere is what makes it. The fans and the noise is what makes it. It's what makes it a moment. 250 grand a year because I've got a guaranteed income. I can spend it, I can make a couple of financial mistakes and I'm still going to be good. Whereas if you get the 10 million once, you can spend it once and it's gone. You've got no income. But right now, because I'm so financially educated, I know about different investments. I feel like I can double that 10 million in a couple of years. Just for that reason, I'll get the 10 million up front right now. If you asked me this 10 years ago, I would say own a boxing gym. Right now, I'd rather own a restaurant because listen, I don't love the fight game. I don't love boxing. How many times have I got to say? I don't love the game no more. I fell out of love with it. I fell out of love with it. And if I had a boxing gym, I probably wouldn't feel proud of myself. I wouldn't be happy to own a boxing gym because it's not something I enjoy doing. But having a restaurant, I call that business. I've never seen one person that owns about 10 boxing gyms. I've seen one person that owns about 10 restaurants, even more. So, you know, I'm more the restaurant kind of guy. Private jet, absolutely. There are so much things that I would enjoy doing up in the sky than on a yacht in the sea. I ain't talking about nothing, but there's certain experiences I would enjoy having in space than in the water. That's, you know, and I leave it there. I prefer the jet. Penthouse in the city. Listen, imagine in a country house, who's gonna come there? Having a big house is about making memories and experiences in the house. I want to have my mates over there every week. I want parties there. I want a gym there. I want a squash court there. If I live in the countryside, I'm there by myself. I'd rather have something a bit smaller in the city so I can invite my friends and together we can make some memories and we can enjoy success. We can enjoy having a good time together. Oh, I'd rather never have to pay to travel. Listen, I'll be in a different country every day of my life. I'll be in Dubai one day, I'll be in Bali next day, in Spain the day after, then I'll be in France, I'll be in Italy, I'll be in Brazil. Listen, I want to travel the world. If it was free, I would honestly be in a different country every week. I would be in a different country every week. Absolutely. Travel the world. What? Listen, this is everyone's dream. Everyone's dream is to travel the world for free. The only thing that stops us is money. But if it was free, I'm taking advantage of that shit.